The Savannah Bananas, the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball, the greatest show on dirt, will be in Miami March 1st and 2nd at loanDepot Park, home of the Miami Marlins, two-time World Series champion. And I'll tell you what, it says sold out. I mean, these tickets go fast wherever they're playing around the country. It's just amazing. But you never know if there may be some tickets coming up available. It hits baseball with college and minor league style baseball players. Hope I got that part of it right. We'll find out too, with some surprises and a whole lot of fun. The Bananas will play the Party Animals. That name spells fun in Miami, Hialeah, when they're here. Yeah. Part of the Party Animal squad is former Banana player, now Party Animal, Miami's own Armando Becerra. Thank you so much, Armando. Hey, right off the bat, tell us about the Savannah Bananas.
Hey, man, I mean, pretty much all we're doing is creating a lot of fun experiences for fans and having as much fun as we can on the field. So that's our main goal, is create unforgettable experiences for our fans and all the people that, love us and come from all over the world to come see us. So
it's amazing how this has taken off. Now they're based in Savannah, Georgia. And I mentioned the Harlem Globetrotters because for basketball, they were touring, and they still tour for years. Right. And basically, they would play the Washington Generals, and but they had so much fun, different things they would do. It was just an entertainment. It was a show more than it was about the game. Is that the mindset? Is that the mantra for the Bananas?
So we get a lot of comparisons of the Harlem Globetrotters, but we don't love it just because we come out here to win games. The Bananas, the Party Animals, there's a rivalry between us. It's not just, the Globetrotters come out and they beat the Senators every time. We just finished playing out in Arizona. We won, 2 out of the 5 games that were there, and they're all tight, very competitive games that, we go hand to hand every single game. So it's not just for entertainment purposes. We're also playing real hard ball as best as we can, best of our abilities.
Yeah, that brings me up to the follow-up question. So, like, when you're out there and going at it, how competitive does it get?
Well, we're throwing our best pitch and making our best swings. So we're going all out for our fielding too. So it's as competitive as it could get at our skill levels. So.
Armando, how do you guys combine the entertainment aspect with that competitive aspect?
So, I mean, we have our times for the entertainment aspects for our celebrations and whatnot. So that's all timed out. If we score, if we do this, then we do this. It's not so much that this is going to happen. It's, if we score this run in this inning, or if we score at all, we'll go do our celebration and whatnot. And, that's all like not improvised because we do rehearse it before, but it's an if, then we do it.
How much practice goes into the entertainment aspect? Because the baseball aspect, you're a baseball player. You grew up a baseball player. You played locally, Miami. You played high school, iMater charter. You played college, FIU. Erskine College, I read as well, up in South Carolina. So you played college ball. And your preparation for that, you know how to prepare for baseball. But how much preparation for you goes into the entertainment part of it?
Right. So, I mean, most of the preparation for the entertainment part is just getting ready to really just put on, the best performance I can in front of the fans and, practicing all the routines that we go through. It doesn't take too much practice to get the entertainment pieces put together just because we're kind of just giving our best effort out there. And, of course, the baseball part, I mean, I've been playing ball for a long time, so I have my routines and getting ready for the game isn't anything unusual, and being here for long enough, preparing for the entertainment isn't too weird either.
When you first start getting with the Bananas, how did you learn about them?
So I guess out of luck, I got a position to play here. Not so much I was lucky to play for the Bananas, just lucky to play college ball at all that summer. I was actually coming home from Erskine, driving down, kind of, having that long road trip down, planning everything that I got to do for the summer ahead, at home, maybe, get a side gig, get a job, something like that. And then my hitting coach at Erskine called me about halfway through the trip and told me I had a half-season contract to come play for the Bananas. And from there on out, I kind of just played out my half-season contract and kept me on, and we won the CPL chip, so it was a lot of fun.
So did you know about the Bananas beforehand, or that's when you started to learn about the Bananas?
I started to learn more about the Bananas when I got my contract, for sure. I did hear about them, and I seen clips of, pass ball when you're up to the plate, you can steal first. I've seen that kind of stuff, and that was always wild. I wasn't very sure what the Bananas were. I thought they were an actual independent ball team that played in a league, and they were like experimenting with rules, just how like Atlantic League does with all their new rules that they like, the big bases and all that. I thought it was more like experiments, but once I got on, I learned that it's baseball. At least at that time, it was baseball with a sprinkle of entertainment around the field, and creating fans as we travel. So,
how much fun has it been being a part of this?
Oh, it's incredible. I mean, you can attest with other guys. They say it's the most fun they've ever had on a baseball field, and I couldn't agree more.
And what can you say about the crowds? It seems like everywhere you guys go, you're selling out.
Yeah, the crowds are amazing. They're, it can get overwhelming if you think about it too much. But, once you really put the fun in front of everything, man, you just go out there and have a good time, and with your teammates and, with the people that are already coming to expect a fun show. They're just going to have a good time anyway. So you just go out there and have a good time.
And Armando, is there somebody that is coaching, is on the baseball side of it, and then you have somebody that's choreographing, doing the entertainment side of it? Is that how that works, or no?
Yeah, we have our coaches, our third base coach. He's obviously waving us, giving us signs every now and then. We have our hitting coach that we can go to in game, before game, after game, talk baseball, regular stuff. And we also have our entertainment leads that are in the dugouts with us, kind of taking us through, somebody's on base right now in second. If he scores, then we're going to do this. And they kind of like push us to, get everything done correctly. That's, Baba at third, Ant, our hitting coach, and Avery, our entertainment lead.
Now, Christian Dearman is part of this. Do I have this right?
Yeah, he is. Former Panther as well. Yeah, he's on the Firefighters. He also was a Banana as well, and he's on the Firefighters now, and we're good buds. I see him every now and then. He might be here right now. I'm at the stadium, so.
You're at FIU. I was going to say, is FIU becoming a feeder program to the Bananas?
I don't know. It might be in the future. I mean, I'm going back, and I hang out with some of the players in the off season. So, I mean, I talk to them about it and tell them the possibilities of everything, and as we grow, I mean, it'd be awesome to see more Panthers in Banana Land. Yeah.
You had an awesome year. Now, you played one season at FIU?
Yeah, just the one.
2024, so last season.
Yep.
You had an awesome year. I was reading about this, and you even hit a cycle, which was like the first time in like 40-plus years that an FIU player, am I right, or a conference player had done that, and you did that. When things like that happen, just what was that season like? Because you had come home from Erskine. You were up in South Carolina. I always say this about baseball. You could be anywhere. There could be good baseball.
Anywhere.
I think you're going to know about this one. I went for a couple of years to Coker College.
Coker. Yeah, we played them every single year.
In Hartsville, South Carolina. I remember Erskine. We didn't have baseball back then because that was a long time ago. But when I saw Erskine, I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
You can find baseball anywhere, and you get some good talent. And I'm just curious, what was your college experience like for you, Erskine, and then coming home? And what was that like playing at FIU?
I mean, the college experience for me was just pretty much trying to find a school to play in out of high school. And, Erskine gave me an amazing opportunity to go play right away. I had to earn the spot. They had a lot of returners because of COVID and a lot of older guys on the team. But, I had to earn my spot, and I was able to play a good bit my freshman year. And throughout then, I became the starting center fielder and, won a decent amount of games, had some all-league appearances or whatever. And then, I took my shot at going D1, and FIU was the one school that wanted me the most and couldn't have aligned any better to come back home to play my last year at FIU.
And it was a good season at FIU, too, team-wise and for you.
Yeah.
And now, it's funny how the journey works, because if you go to Erskine, If you don't go to Erskine, you might not be a Banana or part of the Banana organization.
No, yeah, that's how it works. I mean, I was part of Erskine, and we always had a few guys that would go, or one guy usually would go to play if they needed them. And I was just the guy they needed that year for the Bananas, and had that opportunity, played there for 3 years, and then got to finish it off at FIU. That I had a pretty cool year.
Family, friends, former teammates, current teammates at FIU or the last year. What do they all think about this?
I think as we've been growing, I mean, people are just starting to really I don't know a lot of people that hate it. They have their own opinions, thinking it's a circus or whatnot. And I mean, at some points it could seem that way, but we're baseball by heart, so everybody knows that. And I mean, that's how I try to keep it.
So how many tickets are you going to have to get at loanDepot Park for when the Bananas are here March 1st and 2nd?
Yeah, I'm going to have to get a decent amount. I got friends, family calling. I mean, last year when we were there, I had about 15 plus. This time might be a little smaller, maybe 10. Well,
hey, growing up in South Florida, we know football here, but we also know, or should know, baseball is really
100%.
big.
Yeah.
South Florida. For you, what was it like growing up playing baseball and being some of the programs that you were involved in, whether it be recreational or travel?
Yeah, I mean, I think baseball is just as big as football or bigger in South Florida. I don't know. I didn't really know football was a big thing till maybe like high school. That's how big you can get into South Florida baseball. It's a small world, but at the same time, you got guys that you play with that are playing all over the world as you start growing up. And for me, it was pretty much local at first. In Hialeah, I played at it was HAA in East Hialeah, so around there. And from there, I played a little bit of travel ball, Miami Lakes. Obviously played all up and down Broward and Miami-Dade County and Pembroke Pines and all that, where a lot of people play. And travel ball was pretty special for me when I was a kid. I mean, we had a pretty good squad that I had a lot of fun with. We did all the regular stuff, Cooperstown, and as you get older, you do perfect game. I played with the elite squad for a good bit of my high school travel ball career, so that was a good experience to play with a lot of great players and meet a lot of former great players that came up with the elite squad.
Cooperstown, you mentioned Dreams Park. That's always unbelievable. And I mean, even that, and then elite squad, and just I've even seen now they're doing so much of baseball on TV, even I don't know the new name of the program, the channel, but Bally Sports Florida, and they show a lot with the elite and with travel baseball, things like that. But it's just taking that next level. For you, did you always know that was your thing, even when you were little, that, hey, baseball, this is my thing, I'm good at it? When did you know you were good at it and you wanted to be a ball player?
Yeah, I think I always knew I wanted to be a ball player. I grew up with it. I mean, my brother, 10 years older than me, and I was pretty much born going to the baseball field and, experiencing baseball firsthand. It wasn't a thing that I had to find on my own. I kind of grew up in it, and I loved it, and, I wanted to stay in it. And that's pretty much what I always did.
I was going to ask you about family. If anyone else in the family played baseball or other sports, was it an athletic family?
Yeah, well, my brother played ball. He actually went to Florida Tech Division II in Florida, which is a big reason why I also went Division II. I knew it was also a great option for me to, get an education and get exposure. So,
has he seen you play with the Bananas?
Oh yeah, I mean he's coming this weekend down to Fort Myers. He's watched me play in Miami. See other times. I think he's watched me play with the Bananas here in Savannah when we'd play and sell out this stadium here. So
it's just amazing. A few more questions to get you out of here. Thank you so much, Armando. This has been so much fun. This is what gets me. Baseball. We were talking about South Florida baseball, and I know some baseball programs. American Heritage, Stoneman Douglas, Doral. I mean, you go down the list. You went to iMater Charter. how good was, forgive me for not knowing, but how good was iMater Charter? Were they good? Were they okay? I mean, you were playing there. Could you, hey, listen, anyway, even in high school, it's not illegal anymore. No, it's not. You can go to different schools. What made you settle there and not go elsewhere, look elsewhere?
Well, I went to iMater young. I went 7th grade. It's middle through high school. I went just because a buddy of mine was there, and it was, childhood best friend. So I kind of went over there just to, have fun. And, I was just a kid. And growing up, I mean, the iMater baseball program was brand new. The school was brand new. It would open up in 2013. So we kind of built it from the bottom. And by the time I was a senior, we had actually made a pretty good name for ourselves. At that point, we had all the best seasons iMater's ever seen. I mean, before my sophomore year, I don't think we had a winning season. And we had a winning season my junior year. And then, I mean, obviously our senior year got cut short and ended up 3-3. But yeah, iMater is now very well known, and they haven't been so great in past years. But, when we're there, we definitely created our name for ourselves.
Was minor league ball, pro ball, when you were growing up, did you have a favorite team? Did you have a favorite player?
Oh, growing up, I mean, I've always been a Miami Marlins fan. I'm a Miami sports fan in general. I mean, born and raised there. I don't have another option. I don't come from any other city, and I mean, I've just been a fan of the Miami sports teams. Ball players, I was a really big fan of Bryce Harper when I was a kid. I wanted to be just like him, man. The young phenom coming up to the bigs.
Is when somebody becomes, now you're with Savannah Bananas, and we'll wrap this up. And March 1st and 2nd, they'll be at loanDepot Park, Hialeah, Miami, where the Marlins play. It'll be awesome. What a great experience. I'm curious, do you still have aspirations of Major League Baseball? What is your status there? Because you just finished college.
Yeah. Aspiration for Major League Baseball. I really enjoy what I'm doing now, and which is, creating amazing experiences for fans and impacting all the kids that, come watch us. That, really, if we're talking about like impact on individual people, I think we're doing bigger stuff than, cool stats at a big league park would ever imagine.
And also for you, what is just the ultimate goal for all of this? What do you want to do? How long do you want to continue playing baseball?
Oh, I want to continue playing baseball until, I guess, the wheels fall off, man. I don't know, my body can't take it anymore. Obviously, I'm doing this now. It's a lot of fun, and I want to keep doing it.
So are you at FIU now, or are you in Georgia now?
I'm in Georgia, man. I'm playing.
Savannah Bananas. Yeah. I didn't know if you were at FIU. It's at their place. So you're up there in Savannah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm here at the stadium, man. I'm at Grayson Stadium right now. We're all having practice right now.
That is so cool. All right.
Yeah. I graduated from FIU just July last year.
What did you get your degree in, Armando?
Psychology.
That's awesome. Good for you. Good for you to get that college degree and all. All right. So we're going to wrap this up. And I know that there's surprises. That's one of the fun things. And there's so many cool things. Players on stilts, coaches on stilts, and just trick the way you throw the ball, the pitchers all out there. A whole lot of things. Music is involved. It's all this. John Cena was part of it. And I'm just curious, were you there? I think it was the show in Tampa, but were you there for that? John Cena, the big WWE superstar. I'm curious.
No, that was, I think, the season opener in 24. And no, unfortunately, I wasn't there. I had just gotten started with our spring season at FIU. So I had heard about it. I'd seen it. And I thought it was really cool, but no, I wasn't there.
Well, who knows in Miami? Who knows what may show up in Miami? We might get
who knows who we'll see in Miami coming up, man. It was we had some pretty cool. We had a D Gordon last year, so he hit a triple.
D Gordon. He didn't go for the home run. He's quick. He's fast.
No, he couldn't. He would have gotten gunned out at home.
He didn't do what Armando did in the cycle and went through the red light. He didn't go through the red light.
Yeah, I did go for through the red light for the triple, man. I had to.
Armando, thank you so much for your time. And while we're leaving out of here, are the players, that's another thing I wanted to ask too, before you let's go. Are the players or yourself, are you able to come up with ideas?
Yeah, we come up with ideas all the time. A lot of things you see on the field, we discuss them before they happen. Just cool stuff that we thought would be awesome to see on a baseball field.
No Don Jardine alerts, but are you coming up with something in Miami? Are you specifically trying to think of something for Miami, your hometown?
I am trying to think of something for Miami, but we'll see.
All right, Armando. Thank you so much for the time.
All right, thank you, man.